Do you really think percentage, what they're going to get in 12th, does it really matter for the admission here?
It depends upon the courses, what they want to study. Yeah.
Engineering.
Engineering, I'd say it's not so bad. So you're gonna have like 70 to 80%.
Okay.
It's decent marks. But if you have 60 to 70%, also good. You can get a place for engineering. Engineering is, there are many places to study, and there are many courses to study. So the grading is not so important for these courses.
Okay, correct. Because that's not the only deciding factor.
Yeah.
Your percentage of 12th, but like you have to give this off now performing and the student colleague.
Then you also your grading also added to the.
So they convert that into European score of your 12th grade, and then the student colleague grade.
Yeah.
Then they combine, and then they come up with the results. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. I think that was. I'm sure a lot of people are actually looking out for. They always have this kind of doubt. I think I would like to move on from here. This part of the conversation is, can we talk about what kind of subjects did you study in electronics and communication engineering bachelor's?
So yeah, it's basically the same as in India, what you study for the electronics and communication. Engineering mathematics, signal transmission, which is called signal übertragung, basically the same, some little bit of programming languages.
This is a follow-up question for you. Do you think internship really matters while I'm studying, what's your point of view on that?
Yeah, Germany basically focus on your practical knowledge, what you have in person. So rather than theoretically what you know, they want to know what you can do. So practicum or internship is very important in Germany. Some German university, when you apply for bachelor, there are some mandatory internship that you need to do. For some courses, it's not for every courses, but some courses require you to do some practicums ahead of the bachelor. Yeah? During bachelor, you need to do an internship for sure. It should be of 3 months, depending upon the courses you study. Minimum is 3 months. Which can be also 5 months, yeah.
Correct. I think it completely makes sense because right now we are not talking about master students, because master students have far more knowledge than you, and also master students when they come here to do masters, they either have experience, which actually gets them a quick internship or part-time job. But for 12th grader who is recently passed out from school, of course wouldn't want to have any kind of industrial experience, right? So I think that makes more sense that you should do internship. Voluntarily, involuntarily, that's another part, but having an experience always counts.
Yes, it's always better to have an internship, or better to have some knowledge. So if you want to study like mechanical engineering or automotive engineering, it's always better to know parts of the autos, parts of the cars and motors and so on. Basics,
right? At least.
Yeah.
Did you do any internship?
During bachelor, I did a 3 months long internship.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and that was voluntary. So it was a compulsory internship for you, which was part of your curriculum.
Exactly. Yes.
Did you write a report after that?
You need to write a report, and
how much ECTS was that?
15.
My God, that's serious.
Yeah, 15 ECTS.
Wow. Okay. I thought it's just like a.
No, it's a very need. Everybody needs it. It's like, as I said, Germany needs a practical knowledge. Whoa. Every German wants to know, if you work in a company, they want to know what can you do practically rather than theoretically.
Right. It's just like reading about push-ups all day long doesn't make you build the muscle, right? Yeah. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Correct. It makes more sense. Okay. I think last part of the video which I would like to ask you is, what is your living expense here as a student? I'm sure you are not someone who has come here to this country with an experience, have some kind of savings, right? So that you can support yourself. Your mom, dad will have to do that when you pass out from 12th.
Yes,
or either you take an education loan or somehow you manage your finance. How much do you spend in a month?
Yeah, I spend around 600 euros.
Yeah.
Which is basically, it's fine. I think it's not so much, not so less.
Correct. Yeah.
So with this, you can live a good life.
And especially when you live in Berlin, right?
Yeah, Berlin. Yeah, Berlin. Yeah, Berlin was cheaper before. Before I could survive with 500 euro, but now, it has increased.
Which year you came?
I came at 2010 here.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah. I came in 2015. Oh,
Yeah.
can't believe it. It's like 8 years you're in this country.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's insane. Okay, so with that 600, on an average, how much people spend on what? Do you have any rough estimation?
Yeah, so for rent, you can spend like around 250 to 300 euro, depending upon where you stay.
Yeah.
There are student hostels which are very cheaper than the general apartments where you stay. So 300 euro for a student hostel apartment, and for food you can spend like 150 to 200 euro, basically depending upon what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
And insurance, they will take like 90 to 100 euro, and for telephone and internet 20 to 40 euro. Yeah, so basically these things what I spend upon. Yeah, and some unit buy some clothes and some things and so on, depending upon the weather and so on. So you spend something. So the thing is, you spend on everything, and you go. You also need to do some fun activity and so on. You also need to.
Sometimes people travel in Europe.
Yeah, traveling is very important to know how the Europe is. So
correct.
It's always better to travel to know the country. So you can travel. It's really easy to travel in Europe. So
all right, I would like to end this video. One last thought of yours on the overall journey of bachelors in this country.
Yeah, just bachelor. It's not easy to study in Germany, but it is doable. You can do it, you know. It's like just Nike said, like, just do it. You can do it, you know. And I'll recommend everybody to go through the student colleague process, because it makes you confident studying later in German language. Because if you go directly to a university and start studying physics, you don't know what's called velocity. Yeah, in German, basic German classes, they will not teach about what is velocity.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah? So, or what is acceleration, they don't teach you. So basically it's always recommended to do, I always recommend to do student colleague rather than coming via bachelor.
Ah, okay. All right. I think one thing I've noticed, because I have some very small amount of friends from bachelors, they always take initiative to keep reading about things, always, because there's no end to it, you know. First of all, it's not your language, and you really need to be on point, right? Because for others who are either Germans, whom if you're studying with, it's easy for them, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So what do you think? Like, do you think they should always be ahead of the curve with the studies, with the courses?
Yeah, main thing is, yeah, you need to focus on study. German is not easy, as you said. You need more focus, because without focusing on language, it's a completely different language. So as you come, when you're older, when you come to Germany, it might get difficult to learn language, because your old mind cannot capture everything. So when you come at an early age, like after completing a +2, like 17, 18, 19 years of age, your mind can capture a lot more things than when you come at 25, 26 years.
Makes sense.
So yeah, so that's why I recommend. Yeah.
All right, I would like to end this video here. I'm sure a lot of people have already, like, you know, consumed your information. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to learn from the mistakes what you have done in the past and take it forward. I would like to thank you for coming on my channel, and henceforth, if you guys really want me to get into any specific topic when it comes to student colleague or Aufnahmeprüfung or anything in the process, just write it down. The more number of likes are there on that comment, probably I will probably ask Pravesh to come once again. All right, bye for now.
Please.